Mic test. Okay. Welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, Terrania, spaced out normal settings, gameplay. Right now we are episode 23.5 ish. I will name this episode 23.5 because it's just going to be an update video. Um, because there's a bunch of waiting to be done after this episode after this episode ends. So I'm probably going to see you guys at around cycle 220 or so. There's going to be a huge pause in the recording because there's just going to be a lot of waiting. So I'm just going to update you guys what I've done. A little bit for 4 cycles. First, I actually excavated this area over here and placed an oil refinery in there so that um going to harvest. Kind of want to stop them from harvesting. How about nobody do harvesting? And you, what are you trying to do? How about lock him in there? So I have this refining area and I want to actually just let a dude just continue refining the crude oil. As you can see, the pipes are pretty well done, if I may say so. How I got rid of all this crude oil is I let all the crude oil flow into this area and flow back into this crude oil pipe over here. And then I connected bridges to here and then let the new new petroleum flow through the previously crude oil pipes. So previously there were a bunch of crude oil in here, but they all flowed back into this pipe over here. And then once the crude oil is emptied out, then I just bridge across and then convert this back to a petroleum pipe. And right now it's feeding petroleum into my polymer presses. Okay, another thing I've done is I've just let all my lubricants just empty out the oil wells because previously there's a bunch of back pressure in it, and the crude wells were actually not pumping out any crude oil. Sorry, the oil wells are not pumping out any crude oil. And then what else? Mud press. Someone is also focusing on the mud press. That's fine. I have 3 operators. Discounting the guys from my rocket, I have 3 operators here. You, and you. So I need 3 guys because Tick 5 really have nothing to do. I disallow him access into this area over here because he doesn't have ammo suit training, so he takes a lot of time traveling around with ammo suits on, which is why I disallowed him access to here because you have to run all the way to here to build stuff. I let him work in here instead because it's not very far off from the ammo suit docks, so he doesn't have to travel a very far distance, and this will give him something to do so that he doesn't stay idle. Okay, the other guy will focus on emptying out all the oil wells because you can see the back pressure slowly building up. The last guy will be working on the sludge press. Okay, another thing I did is I've actually like queue out a bunch of build materials to be built in here, and you can really see some of the stuff being built. I need to actually disable some of this building. Let's just disallow manual use so they don't deliver stuff into it. And the reason for making this is simple because I want to just get this rocket ready for launch as soon as the red bolt engine is ready. So once I put a red bolt engine down, I will immediately start sending my dupes into a rocket for space exploration. Okay, so my rocket is actually coming down now. I think I've introduced everything, all the changes that have gone through here. Meanwhile, the main planet, not much has changed here. I'm just sending out a bunch of glass. If you take a look at this bin over here, you can see manufactured material. I'm sending glass out. Okay, I'm also sending ammo suits out and sending bristleberry out. I want bristleberry to be sent to the other side to be processed into berry sludge. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so besides glass, I'm not sending any other stuff. So my guys should just slowly just send glass over. Also, one of my hatches actually died. I'm not sure if it of old age or something. But if I wrangle this smooth hatchling, it should be brought into this drop off. Okay, because this drop off is actually a higher priority than this over here. So this one should be prioritized. Of course, I want my rest to be filled first before they are dropped into a drowning chamber. Okay, this area over here is actually producing However, there was a piece of coal here or something. Oh man. Let's see. This thing is built of steel, so I'm not too worried about the temperatures. Most of the water in here have actually evaporated. This thing is still producing. I kind of want the steam turbine to be placed here. Do I have any building materials? I do, actually. Okay, I do have a little bit of building materials here. Let's put the steam turbine down here. And we'll just put it out of copper. Build it out of copper. And then we'll connect it with conductive wires. And we kind of need the conductive wires to be not made of lead. Never mind, we'll just make it out of lead. It's fine. And then I kind of want to send a bunch of water out into my electrolyzer, either into the electrolyzer or into this supply teleporter unit. So I will have to just build it like this. I will need a new pipe here because this pipe is actually for the salt water. Yeah, this pipe is supposed to be for the salt water. So I'll need to go around it and just come into it like this, I guess. Igneous rock, okay. Alright, so we'll wait for this to be built. Meanwhile, not much has changed here. All the other things is the same as before. This thing is still overheating, which is kind of annoying. But at least it's keeping the steam warm enough. Also, pipe blocked, huh? Okay. The aqua tuner is not getting rid of the water fast enough because the electrolyzer is not pumping out fast enough. I'm guessing it's because the pumps are not fully utilized. So I will fully utilize all the pump. Hopefully all the materials will be sent out faster. I think it's probably because oxygen wise, I don't actually have any space for the oxygen. I might actually put a vent. I need to put a vent down. Okay, never mind. This is already being sent out here. Okay, let's send 2 pipelines of oxygen out so that maybe hopefully the oxygen will escape the place faster. Okay, we'll just let that slowly happen on its own. The water is not getting used up fast enough, and when that happens, then the steam pressure in here is too high for the cool steam vent to be erupting, so I'm constantly like losing water, which is kind of a big issue. So that is something I would wish to solve. How is that? How can I solve it though? I've already set the steam turbine to not work if it's below 4000 kg because 4 kg because I think it will pump as long as the air pressure is above 5 kg. So I set this to below 4 kg per tile. Okay, we will think of this later on. For now, I just want to do a bit of introduction. Not much has changed here. Grassroot plants are not growing. Okay, it's just a loading issue. I have this pig who is starving, but there's nothing I can do because I don't have arbor trees. Let's see, this path is also starving even though I deconstructed this door. I actually wanted this path to run over here in order to get the polluted oxygen, but somehow this path is too stupid to realize it. This path is actually quite smart because it has escaped this area and went into this area to get oxygen. But these paths over here are just constantly starving, and they are unable to find their way out for some reason. So I'm constantly getting critter starvation messages. My rocket is coming down. Let's continue taking a look at my guys. Before they escape the place, I want them to be wearing their ammo suits. They're also sort of starving for oxygen already. Also, there's 0 kcals here left, so I'll need them to wear the ammo suits first. First thing first. Mag 1 thing. Tick 4 up 2. Cook 1. Tick. And the last guy is the last ammo suit is for the last guy. Dig 4 up 2. Okay, I want them to be wearing the ammo suit even though there's no oxygen left in the ammo suit. Because I want them to, they will try to get out of this area. And then I want them to be wearing the ammo suit while they are trying to get out of the area. Okay, and then I'll set this to crew only. And then I'll change crew to not include them so that they all evacuate the area. Okay, so they are running out. That's good. They're running out this area, and they will be delivering the ammo suit to the docks for recharging. And I need to change the schedule to allow them some downtime. First, I think I need to sort of unassign them. So it's unassigned, that's good. The mess table are also unassigned. Okay, that's good. Then I need to give them a downtime just so that they can rest, because they just came back from a very long journey. And I want all the oxygen to refill the chamber, and I want to send them off again. So I give them a bunch of downtime and maybe like a lot of daytime slots, because I don't necessarily need them to be working right now. Okay. What else? Is the oxygen getting pumped here? The oxygen is not. Let's see what's the issue. Okay, the issue is this thing is working right now. So I need to disconnect this from the other chambers. And then I'll need to disconnect this so that oxygen is channeled inside here. Inside this thing. By the way, this gas reservoir is built. And the oxygen is now flowing properly. So I will let a bit of oxygen build up in this reservoir. There's actually no oxygen build up in here. Okay, that's fine. Because most of it I assume was going to the oxylite refinery. There's already 1,000 kilograms of oxylite there. So I might just transfer 1,000 kilograms of oxylite back into my Spacefarer module, and that will populate the oxygen levels again. The problem is I deconstructed the storage bin, so I can't really transfer it in there easily, which is kind of annoying, to be honest. So I want to disconnect this to stop the power wastage. Okay, I need all the data banks are actually 0 units, huh? I'll need this thing to be changed to all again, so that they can get access to all of these materials. And then I've made a total of 323 data banks. So the guy should be transferring all the data banks to these storage bins. You can see that it's priority 3 for some of them. Okay, that's good. Then they'll be working on the virtual planetarium. And there's a lot of science points left, as you can see. Once they are done with this, they will be working on the next tier 6 stuff. I think this is tier 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, tier 6 stuff. Once they are done with the tier 6 stuff, then I will allow them to work on the tier 7 stuff. And then the sequence, okay, all this tier 6 stuff essentially just requires orange research points. So it's not going to take too long. After the tier 6 has been done, I will need to prioritize I'll prioritize the red ball engine. Okay, never mind. I'm doing the red ball propulsion at first, then I'll do all the tier 6 stuff. Then after that, then we will focus on the remaining tier 7 stuff. So we'll do something like this, and this, then finally this. Oh no, we won't do this one. We will prioritize this one first, then this one. Okay, need to get the sequence right. And that will take a long time to do, because there's going to be a lot of waiting around. So I think I'm just going to skip all the waiting episodes. Alright. Take 5 saw. Okay. Because he's sleeping on the ground for some reason. There's 8 guys and there's 8 beds right now, so they shouldn't be having too big of issues. Let's see. How are they transferring the data banks? There's actually one ammo suit that's empty. Why is that the case? There's actually one ammo suit on the ground. I'll need to... I think this ammo suit is 1. So the one ammo soup was delivered out, and then the new ammo soup came in, and then I'll need to deliver this to the, oh no, I'll need to cancel request here. Okay, the ammo suit is somehow, I have a spare ammo suit. Okay, that's fine. This researcher is actually delivering the data banks, and he's doing data banks research. Okay, that's good. New printables, I'll just get anybody. So this is just going to be an update video. I will not get any new dupes. I want the other dupes to be printed on, the rest of the 7 dupes to be printed on the other planetoids. So I'll not print them here. I want a total of 20 dupes eventually at the end of this playthrough. So I don't want to just anyhow just get dupes here, because there's already more than enough dupes and a lot of them are idle. Okay, I think this is just going to be an update video, so it's not going to be too long. We'll slowly wait for them to finish all of these materials. In fact, they're actually done with this. That's fast. Let's see. Okay, this is still being built, that's fine. And this is already built. Okay, that's good. Oh no, this is the existing rocket. All this stuff inside here are still being built, that's fine. A bunch of lead, huh? There should be a bunch of lead around here. I've made all the material in there of sedimentary rock, because there's a bunch of sedimentary rock here and here, so that you don't have to travel very far to get those materials. However, they do need the lead. Is there any way I can get lead in here? I can empty out this bin over here. Can empty out the sedimentary rock over here and just put a bunch of lead in there. 15,000 kg of lead is fine. Of storage is fine. And I will just make it all out of lead. And I will set this to not sweep only, so that they actually deliver stuff into it. Okay, so they should be delivering stuff into the bin. And then I have 2 guys on the other side doing research for the red research points and the blue research points. So if you go over to my priorities, you can see better. So these 2 guys are Res2 Op and also this Res3 guy. And both of them have very high priority in researching. One of them will operate the advanced science station. The other one, advanced science station, is just called the supercomputer. The other one will do the basic science station, the research station. And then while the I'll just show you guys so that it's easier to see. While this thing is ready to be operated on, one of them will actually prioritize this. So this is of a high priority, priority 8. The other should be lower priority. The supercomputer and the regular science station are priority 5 and priority 9. It shouldn't be the case. It should be 6 and 5. Okay. Maybe not 6 and 5. 7 and 6. Okay. Then this thing will be priority 9, so that as soon as it's priority 8, so that as soon as it's ready, he will come working on this. 2 researchers will be enough for it. 3 will be overkill, because one of them will be idle when this thing is not functioning. So 2 researchers is just nice. All of the guys here are actually very busy, because one guy is busy doing farming and ranching. The other guy is busy doing cooking stuff. And I have 2 guys busy doing researching. And then one last guy is just there for building stuff. He's also doing other miscellaneous stuff like storing material into this bin over here, so that my hatchers don't actually starve. Wait, you know what? We'll actually set this to sweep only, and then we'll target the bin with the lowest capacity and let them store more materials in here. And then we'll send both iron ore and copper ore inside here. Then we'll make this both iron ore and copper ore as well. Okay, cool. So all of them should be very busy here. I will not bother with this area. I'll let them just autopilot here, unless something really bad happens. I need to actually place a weight plate in there, so that this thing actually starts functioning. I'll build out lead, because lead is kind of a useless material. It's not useless, it's just a very cheap material. Okay, we'll make this priority 9 actually, so that they actually build it. Let's take a look at the errands. Okay, somebody is going to build it. That's good. Okay, so I will actually stop the episode here. I'll let them slowly do all the researching and stuff like that. Then once all the researching has been done, then I will come back again. Or maybe once the the plastic, enough plastic has been made, I'll just, oh no, the Great Monument actually requires this thing to be researched. So I still need this thing to be researched before I'm able to mine it. So once most of the research is done, then I'll see you guys again. That will last until cycle 240 or so. So there will be a long hiatus until I finish the research. So this is just a quick update video. See you guys on episode 24. Bye bye.